Hello, lovely creatures. Ever wonder if there's a hot monster teen drama role-playing game so you too could experience a hint of Taliesin Jaffe's high school days? Well, look no further than Monsterhearts. I'll be guiding you through this unique indie RPG that's powered by the apocalypse on today's Handbooker Helper.
Don't know how to play? We'll show you the way. Handbooker Helper. Handbooker Helper.
Monsterhearts is a narrative-heavy tabletop RPG by Avery Alder that explores the messy anxieties and unavoidable challenges of being a teenager that everyone can relate to. Oh, and you're also secretly a monster. Which monster? Well, players get to choose from one of these 10 base skins when making their character. Now, this monstrosity is a great narrative device to explore the themes of changing in ways you can't control, the confusion of discovering one's sexuality, and trying not to get caught doing those dumb things we all did in high school. Monsterhearts is powered by the Apocalypse, which is another way of saying it uses the Apocalypse World rule set. Now, while the Powered by the Apocalypse book sits at roughly 300 pages more, you don't need all those rules to play Monsterhearts. The key element that Monsterhearts takes from the Apocalypse World rule set is that skill checks have a very simple scale of success and failure, and is determined by rolling 2d6 or 2 six-sided dice. On a combined 10 or above, you succeed. On a 7 to 9, you'll succeed, but at some kind of cost. And if it's 6 or below, you fail. Dice rolls are only modified by a few stats. In Monsterhearts, those stats are hot, cold, volatile, and dark. Now each stat will have a modifier anywhere from -3 to +3. When the MC, or Master of Ceremonies, asks for a skill check, that corresponding number is added to the die roll, and voila, you have your result. For example, if the MC wants a cold roll from you because you're shutting someone down by attempting to humiliate them on social media, your cold stat of -2 would reduce your result by 2, making your roll of 7 a 5. Because maybe you're nicer than you thought and roasting people isn't really your thing. Some rules will also allow you to take one forward or cause you to take one behind in stats as well. In our attempted trolling on social media example, despite your failure with a 5, you immediately retweet a defensive comment from your intended target, which may prompt the MC to let you take one forward on cold, giving you a bonus next time you roll cold, making that -2 a -1 instead, but they'll get their comeuppance soon enough. These 4 stats aren't just modifiers. Each one allows specific moves that will prompt our moody teens to roll those dice. This is where things can get interesting. The hot stat allows you to turn someone on. Whether that's achieved through a smile, a subtle flirt, or a whispered promise, this move is generally used to manipulate a player or NPC. And if that's not some angsty teenage shit, I don't know what is. The cold stat allows you to shut someone down. A snide remark, a nasty prank, spreading rumors. This move is often used to take away someone's power. The cold stat also affects your ability to keep your cool. Now this comes in handy when you're defending that haughty witch against their longtime bully in the 7-Eleven parking lot. The volatile stat allows you to lash out physically or run away. Lashing out physically is when you actually want to physically harm someone, like say, pushing your boyfriend off a second-story building, or biting your boyfriend with your lupine fangs, or punching your boyfriend in the ribs because he left you on the dance floor at senior prom during the signature song of... Wow, this is specific. Marisha? Running away. Now this is the flight rather than fight aspect of the volatile stat and allows you to get away from a situation, often at a cost. Last but not least, the dark stat. Dark allows you to gaze into the abyss. Now this is a move that can provide answers to players, but requires some kind of intense introspection or triggering event. Taking drugs and having a psychedelic experience, going into the dark web to research a classmate, or engaging in a moon ritual on the solstice. These are just a few ways to gaze into the abyss. The most intriguing element of Monsterhearts, however, is that players will be pulling on each other's strings, literally. Strings are a special kind of resource that players have on other characters, representing a hint of social or personal power they hold over another, and acts as sort of a social currency. Strings can be things like knowing a dark secret that the other person has, but doesn't want anyone else to know, or a physical attraction for you they can't deny, or even a blood debt that has been earned by saving a best friend's life. Now, what is the point of attaching strings if they can't be pulled? Pulling a string is the act of spending this resource in order to tempt players or NPCs into your own personal agenda, or earn bonus modifiers when rolling against them. Spending a string can also lead to a condition. Now, these aren't your average run-of-the-mill condition effects. In Monsterhearts, conditions are the labels and perspectives that characters have. There's no list of conditions, but it's everything you can imagine someone in the delicate social web of a supernatural high school would call each other. empty-headed, preening diva, horny as hell, loser, dead meat, etc. I mean, often these titles don't reflect who they are, but who are what people think they are.
Hippie kid with the bracelets.
Oh, that's relatable. Well, those are the basics of Monsterhearts. If you want to see Critical Role dive into the supernatural teenage mind, make sure to tune in to our Monsterhearts one-shot this Valentine's Day on Critical Role's channel. Hope you'll join us and follow your monster heart.
Handbooker Helper.